Hello guys, how are you doing all?
Hello.
Hope you are in the pink. Now we have to talk about an interesting topic. Anyone can guess?
Yes, but I'm not sure. I will try my level best about COVID-19.
Yeah, obviously. Before we talking about COVID-19, introduce ourselves first. Well, my name is VEERAPUTRAN.
My name is MOHD bin ZAIRI.
And I'm MUHAMAD bin SURIYAT.
Okay, AZRAN, what do you mean about COVID-19?
COVID-19 is infection disease caused by a newly discovered strain of coronavirus, a type of virus known to cause respiratory infection in human.
Okay, good. Everyone know that COVID-19 is a famous pandemic disease around the world, included our country.
Okay, now we have to discuss about pros and cons the COVID-19. First of all is kindness. Being a kindness to ourselves and others and encouraging us to build bridge across geographical barriers. We are more sensitive to others' difficulties because we are all in the same boat. Setting up mental health support group, talking openly about PTSD, masks, making masks and volunteering to help with hotspot areas are some of the kind gestures that sprouted out of the shared suffering.
Then humanity, the philosophy side of life is a grounded pinch. Humans are not indestructible and life is unpredictable. The pandemic has made that this statement crystal clean for us. We learn that nature should be not taken for granted. Nobody will have a predicted 6 months ago that the world will agree to help at the power of virus in mistake, and his making is proud of conquest over nature's reminded. Humble keep us on our guide with our living a reckless life. 2. Not overstep nature's boundaries.
Even though had pros but many of cons. Did you agree with my quest, guys?
Yes, of course,
Got you.
Syukri. Can you explain this?
First of all is disappointment. This pandemic demand a coordinate nationwide, if not worldwide, push. With all the uncertainties, the lack of direction and necessary leadership has become more apparent, resulting in increasing death and failure to truly flatten the curve. And the second one is sadness. Seeing how fragile this world has become in the hands of a deadly virus. The world will never be the same even after this vicious enemy retreat, all the deaths, loss of income, economic downfall, global suffering, and the uncertain future has left us lost. Sometimes it is hard to see the hidden sunshine behind the dark clouds. But with firm conviction of hope, faith, and time, the sunshine will brighten the world all over again.
Okay. In the nutshell, it is clear that this pandemic will have intensely damaging effects on both Malaysian macroeconomy as well as the economic welfare of the people. The most obvious example in my mind is the Bank Negara Malaysia said in a recent statement that Malaysia economic growth will be in the negative 2.0 to positive 0.5 range. It is also estimated that 951,000 people lost their jobs. The Malaysian Global Innovation and Creativity Centre predicted that about 40% of small and medium-sized enterprises will have to find out the operations if the COVID-19 chain of infection persists 3 to 6 months. In the face of COVID-19, the government must focus on two objectives. First one is the necessary protective and safety precaution to break the chain of COVID-19. The second one is reduce the negative economic effects by implementing recovery policy involving active policy targets. Did you agree with my
Yes,
opinion, guys?
I agree with you.
Yeah, I agree too.
Studies by Organization for Economy, Cooperation and Development and World of Bank projected a 2.4% contraction in GDP. Is ground domestic products ground for the world Program reported 0% or negative GDP in the worst case scenarios. COVID-19 will also have a negative impact on the lubuk market. The International Lubuk Market Organization has predicted that 2.5 million workers throughout the world lose their jobs. Shuk, do you know about prihatin?
Well, to mitigate the impact of COVID-19 and the MCO, the government introduced the Prihatin Rakyat Ekonomi Stimulus Package or Prihatin. And adjustment to the economy stimulus package announced on 27 February 2020. The 250 billion ringgit package is expected to ease the burden of the rakyat and the business community.
Guys, we need to remember this. To prevent the spread of COVID-19, we must clean our hands often and use hand sanitizer frequently. Maintain a safe distance from anyone who is coughing or sneezing. Wear a mask because it helps to prevent the spread of the virus from others. Last but not least, what do you think about vaccine, guys?
Vaccine established has subtypes used to simulate the production of antibody provide immunity against one or several diseases, prepared for the custodial agents of a disease. By the way, Sriwijaya, National Science, Technology and Innovation Ministry will recommend to the cabinet that the COVID-19 vaccine is purchased free to all nations, said Minister Khairi Jamaluddin on Wednesday 19 August 2020. The cabinet has not decided yet, but my recommendation is that we have purchased the COVID-19 virus free for charge to all Malaysians. He told a press corporation after the launch of Malaysian National Technology and Environment Sandbox. Are you follow me, guys?
Yes, I got it. What we discuss. I would like to share my opinion, my viewpoint based on this topic. The pandemics of COVID-19 are widespread to anywhere place, but that's not hinder us to together to block and eradicate the virus from our life, and then we must to keep follow the methods for and to for be a pupil who responsibility to our family, our country and nation. Did you agree?
I agree.
With it?
I agree.
Well, my conclusion about this topic is we must follow the government to prevent this virus from our country. That's it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I was clear. Is it clear?
Okay.